Every piece is exactly in its place. After studying the board and the painting for several moments, he steps back and crosses his arms, and a smile creeps across his face. He lifts his voice in the quiet hallways of this seemingly abandoned art gallery and says, "Young man in the painting, I sure wish you could hear me right now, because I've got some good news. The devil only thinks he has won, but I've been studying the board, and there is a move he has missed. If you could see what I see, the whole nature of this game would change. Not only would this move save you from defeat, but it would also help you win the entire game." This legend, first told in the 1800s and brought to life for me by Tony Evans, is one of my favorites. Maybe it's because I can relate to the young man in the painting, knowing I've given my best attempt at the chess game of life but still have felt cornered, checkmated. I've had unfulfilled dreams that looked like they would never come true. Slumped back in my chair and ready to give up, I have wished a chess champion would shout out the move that would turn things around. This slumped down place in life is what I call the dip. The dip. When you're in the dip, you can see where you want to be, but no matter how hard you try, it seems you can't get there. You begin to lose hope and doubt you'll ever reach it. The dip is where your dream is just out of reach and you feel stuck. We all have a dream, but there is always a dip before you get there. Sadly, most people give up in the dip. But successful people don't quit in the dip, and they're the ones who see their dream fulfilled. We've all been in a dip at one point or another. Maybe you're there now. None of us have the perfectly filtered life we present on social media, right? Every person, even the ones who seem to have everything together, has at least one area in life that isn't what they want it to be. So we sink back in the chair, staring at our life chessboard, and believe our situation is hopeless and give up. The dip can be your health. You want to get in shape, attempting every diet fad and workout routine, but nothing is working. The scale ain't moving. When it comes to losing weight and stepping on the scale, there's no such thing as too naked. You're taking out your contacts from your eyes, exhaling every ounce of air from your lungs, and stretching your arms high to try to defy gravity. Every little bit counts, or so we think. So discouragement sets in, along with the desire to eat your emotions. Maybe it's your career. You know there's more in you to express, but there seems to be an invisible ceiling keeping you from reaching your potential or landing that dream job. If only someone would just give you a chance. So you lower your expectations and trade in your high-def dream for a low-res version of reality. What about your marriage? You're giving your all, but things aren't getting better, and you're even contemplating divorce. If marriage is such a sacred relationship, why isn't God swooping in to save the day? It could be that you're single and looking for a spouse, but you just can't find Mr. or Mrs. Right, and you're tempted to settle for Mr. or Mrs. Right Now instead. The dip is also where you might stand wondering, if God has a wonderful plan for my life, why is he so slow to reveal it? Does he even see me here in this place? It feels like you have one piece of a 10,000-piece puzzle and don't know where to begin. It's where anxiety and depression have crept in over the years. You thought you could conquer them alone, but now things are getting worse. It's trying and trying to get pregnant, but all signs point to it never becoming a reality. It's where throwing in the towel seems reasonable and feels like your only option. You feel outsmarted by the enemy, checkmated. Do I have your attention? The young man in that painting is facing the biggest challenge we all face when we're in the dip, the urge to give up. He's stressed, he's filled with doubt, and he simply cannot see how any outcome will be anything other than a clear defeat. He has lost faith and is about to quit in the dip. And just like him, many of us want to give up when we can't see any hope for a positive outcome. But let me encourage you. When we are ready to quit in the dip, we have a God who's just getting started. God doesn't see as we see. He says, "My thoughts are nothing like your thoughts, and my ways are far beyond anything you can imagine. For just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts." Isaiah 55, 8-9. Just as that chess champion saw a winning move that the young man couldn't see, God sees what we don't see in our lives.